most players doing extremely well. Did get beaten by Shanghai Dragons though, which is a rather surprise, I think, on that everybody wasn't really expecting. Now Element Mystic.
Shanghai getting even more. GC Busan Wave going to roll out with the Oink and Yoink, the Halt and Hook, the Pulled Pork, as some people call it. At any rate, it will be Orisa and Roadhog, and they've got themselves Jungkook on... Wait, Jungkook? On the McCree? I said this guy was more of a Wrecking Ball player, but they've got Ritz now on the... This is all wrong. Jungkook's already dead.
Oh, he got halted. Wait, did he boop anybody off? Oh, Alpha, he actually went off the side. Alpha managed to get him in the halt.
He's getting so low. He needs the blast.
Oh, he got up in time. Just in time, the cooldown came up. He's good, he's good, he's good. No one panic. No one panic. GC Busan better panic though. They didn't expect Sparkle to come around on the big flank.
Overwatch horror stories. Jungkook now actually going to swap over. This is more what I expected, more of a dive tank. He's on the Winston instead of the main tank McCree going full bumper Hamzah in this particular meta. Edison's still on that Sombra, but he hasn't been able to do much so far. He's only 30% now. He's looking for a little bit more ingress. Wants to try and maybe hack Unique here. Leave him helpless on the floor so that he can be dived upon. Watch for the Winston to come in.
Beautiful hook. Beautiful spotting out of Edison. And now with him going down, GC Busan really lack their sting in their composition, the damage that's really going to follow up. It's going to have to create, you're going to have to create some like incredibly coordinated dives between Jungkook and Ritz, but it's not going to happen because Sparkle can just take over the map with on Farah. And Farah is not something we normally see on this map, and it's only Edison that can really deal with him. I mean, maybe Forde can send a couple of shots his way, but he's going to have to more or less pay attention to his tanks most of the time because he's taking so much damage. They're not only taking damage from Sparkle, but double projectile as Doha's on the Hanzo as well. It's just a really awful situation for Forde to be in.
Sparkle is going to need a lot of babysitting though during this barrage. Will leave him very much exposed. Edison looking for an early hack again. Maybe can get some stuff on MCD. He's been revealed by the Sonic Arrow though. He's got to get out of dodge. Cannot stay there as Sparkle continues to rain into the midst of his team. Fielder may have to deal with this on the Anna, try and bring out those shots. Sparkle is ready.
Yeah, he's ready. He's going to get hacked, though, so he's going to sail to the ground. Doha has been stepped on the sidelines, got anti-naded as well, still surviving somehow. No follow-up from GC Busan to try and kill him off. Ult coming through from the Orisa as well. Supercharger coming out. Edison waiting on the point with the EMP. He's got 1% till he can launch it in. Gets hooked instantly, though. MCD! Oh, my goodness! Edison, he saw that translocator come out, and that could have just won them the game, won them this map specifically. MCD with a godlike hook. Sparkle laying down the barrage, plus some extra rockets to boot as well. GC Busan Wave are gonna go down on Mecha Base. Element Mystic with firm control. Another 100-0. Maybe it's another 200-0 game potentially. Wow, what a
hook.
What? I don't even know, man. I'd be so tilted if I was Edison in that situation. It was like, guys, EMP, this is going to turn this point around, and we can now start doing damage, and we can now start winning this map. I got hooked. I'm dead. Well, that's game.
And then Sparkle just goes on top with the barrage, and that demands Ritz's attention using that defense matrix. I feel like Forde should have been able to do more damage to Sparkle during that barrage, but didn't quite want to peek it. Wasn't sure how much defense matrix Ritz had left. Speaking of which, Ritz is going to move over onto the Zarya. I talked about this before, how he is a very good player on this particular hero, and he and Edison are going to be trying to combine on this composition. But right now, GC Busan Wave this is where their bread is buttered. This is where they are at their best. But with Jungkook on the Wrecking Ball, I said he was a Wrecking Ball specialist. He's finally making me look not foolish. Busan Wave want to continue playing with the Sanovo. This means they can get more pressure onto Sparkle in the air using the aim down sights for Anna, getting that hit scan function as Jungkook looks to try and make some space, but he's going to be very easily hooked out here.
Point getting capped once again by Element Mystic. The backline is going to get dove though. Sparkle and Doha end up going down. Unique is actually going to get slept. I didn't actually see the sleep dart coming out from Forde. Potentially he was slept and then the Sparkle instantly fell. There's going to be a nice little kill onto Edison though by Alpha, but the rest of Element Mystic are going to get cleared out. Ritz is going to find a double kill. Should be fairly easy for them now to just cap this point. It's only Sparkle left, who's on top of this drum. Although he does have ult, I can't imagine he's going to want to use it here. GC Busan end up capping.
Great usage of combining control effects there. We saw the power driver and the hack go through onto Doha on the Hamzah, meaning that it was easily able to be picked up. And it was Daydream actually joined them for that dive, making sure they were just making their 3-man dives. Huge value. Wright's losing his life before the next engagement could be fatal.
Nice little set of mines there, straight on top of Alpha. He's going to get run down almost, but nice use of the whole hog by MCD to actually push everybody away. Barrage coming through as well from Sparkle. Doesn't quite fall either, but not really much damage down on top of GC Busan. Nice double direct though onto Forde. Might start off the fight well for Element Mystic. Alpha E falling though, doesn't look like it. However, as GC Busan are now going to be able to cower around this point. Beautiful hack by Edison there, sending Sparkle to the ground, and they will continue to hold firm.
They're following Sparkle, they're getting punished for it, and the EMP counted out. Edison is in trouble.
Yeah, he is. He's actually just going to get run over with a complete turnaround, though. They did not expect Doha to come back with that EMP, and Sparkle finds 3 kills off the back of it as well. GC Busan forgo the point, and Element Mystic will find the recap.
The big self-bait there, Edison calls out, okay, Sparkle sacked, everyone get in there. And when they get in there, there's an EMP waiting for them and a damage boosted Sparkle Farah. You do not want to mess around with that. He will punish you for it. Edison still has the EMP though. It's not all bad right now. Forde though, taking some damage. Things get a lot worse for him as he looks for the barrage.
Oh, that's it. Field is done. No way you recover from this one, I don't think. However, they're going to try. Self-destruct in. Oh, Rick with a triple though. There we go. EMP. I thought there was no way. It's so hard to get self-destructs off on this point because the amount of cover, but he makes it work. Rich with a triple kill. Make that a quad as Doha goes down as well. A GC Busan wave will cap the point.
I may be wrong, but I think Jungle also used his grapple to boop everyone towards that self-destruct while they were EMP'd. If so, that's why I call him a wrecking ball specialist. The guy is mad on this particular hero. He's really facilitating some great dives onto Element Mystic, who are now in last fight territory. 76% for GC Busan Wave. They're going to be able to try and defend with this minefield. It's going to make it very hard to assail them. And they got the double support ult. There's the rally.
Oh, mines into the EMP. It's disastrous jungle. Those mines disappearing. GC Busan Wave pressing all the support ultimates at once and making it work. Daydreaming Alpha Yi are going to be able to get their own support ultimates as well. However, Element Mystic are just going to get run over. Edison picks up a double kill near at the end, and that should be it. All done and dusted. GC Busan Wave off the back of Ritz and Edison in their last engagement managed to find Sanctuary.
Django gets mad value here as well. The control that he gets onto this 3-2-1 composition, being able to disperse them. Like we said, when you play that 3-2-1, you try to play it a little bit more defensively because you want to give your Sombra time to set up. But when you're in the last fight territory to yours, you got to get onto a point. You don't have the opportunity to let Doha get into a position where he can be building up towards that EMP, where he can get that harass into the back line. You have to just run on in, and when you're running in, that's when you can be spread out by Jungle. GC Busan Wave now. See what they want to run out with. Ritz can play this Widowmaker, although I'd expect that we are going to see Alpha Yi go for their mid-air duel against Sparkle. They know they have to try and contain this particular play. Jungle's going to speed boost him out, then go over to the Wrecking Ball, I imagine, because he can still have a fast rollout. There it is. They are going to have the double support, though, so there's going to be a lot more potential to keep Jungle alive and the risk for Element Mystic, who are only going to be running a single support. And guess what? Up against a Widowmaker, Unique's going to needly constantly have to heal Sparkle up.
Ritz is going to have a fairly easy time here. I mean, there's no Widowmaker on the other side. He's going to have to fear Sparkle, of course, but tank-wise, he doesn't really care that much. Brig Mercy heals as well. Isn't a whole bunch, but MCD is going to be able to keep himself alive. Sparkle is going to get the better of Alpha Yi. In fact, Doha's going to find a kill onto Ritz as well. Maybe he needs to fear a little bit more than just the Farah. And there will be Edison going down as well. Field of Falls, GC Busan Wave. We'll get out the point once again first, but we saw what happened last time around. Just like GC Busan now. I'm a little bit unhappy with it. They're going to switch over.
Sparkle building up towards that barrage as well. He's going to have that very quickly, especially if he keeps hitting these directs. What's he doing? He's just bullying Jungle right now. He wants to try and get some point pressure, maintain, and how much he will disrupt the formation that Element Mystic currently have, trying to lock down this choke point. Don't want to get Field or any space as Jungle starts to pressure the point. Wants to play this angle to make sure he cannot get hooked by the hog. That would be disastrous for giving over ult charges. Sparkle, oh, he's stalking and he's got a barrage ready to go.
Bruce is taking 3 damage as well. Already used the Matrix. MCD is going to take out Edison once again. He's got his number this whole game. It feels like Hubin ends up falling. But look at this. Every Element Mystic now on the point. So hard it is to dislodge that Orisa as well. GC Busan almost managed to get the cap there, but it was all on the attrition war for Element Mystic, and they managed to win it out.
Hadn't been there. Alpha Brig just uses the whip shot to hit Alpha Yi into the Dragon Strike from Doha, and still the barrage is maintained. Ritz once again is going to have a fresh stash of defense matrix to try and use. You know, but his team are going to be calling out when that's used. But Doha may use his Storm Arrows here to try and bait that one out and allow for a easy barrage. Edison's out of the fight for now.
Extremely lucky. MCD almost got another quick kill onto the Sombra. However, Sparkle is going to go down, but it should be over. Doha managed to find 2 kills on the back of it. It wasn't too much of a problem. Sparkle's just the bait in which Doha thrives. And there we go. Element Mystic continuing to hold. 1-fight territory now for GC Busan, though, Harry. Big problem, as Element Mystic have basically all ults.
Absolutely, it's time for serious business. They're going up against a 6-pack or as close as you can get for Element Mystic. They can shut them all down, though. No ults will be available if you hit everyone with an EMP, and Jungkook's going to be trying to combine, but he's moving into a supercharge. So they've brought out early to make sure Jungkook doesn't want to engage. But the shield isn't ideal, Jaws.
Yeah, Jungkook's going to be able to take it down. Barrage in the back line instantly kills Wright. Dragon Strike, yeah, just got cancelled. Yes, it did. Edison manages to cancel and hack away the Dragon Strike. This could be the opening they were after. MCD now in trouble on the point, is hacked up. Can't use that rebreather. Is dueling against Jungkook, who has the nano boost, but Doha to the rescue. Manages to find off 2 people, and Element Mystic will claim control.
You want to make sure that I'm hacked out on my Dragon Strike? Fine, I'm just going to do a spin, do a twirl, fire nothing, and then I'll get another one. I got Storm Arrow ready to go, and it's coming your way. A great attempt at a play there from Edison, trying to shut down the other ults, of course, and I feel like Element Mystic probably could have played that better by either shielding their supercharger better or using it a little bit later. They allowed Jungkook to take it out basically for free, but still, great play for Element Mystic, and this is quite close. This is where Element Mystic need to reassert themselves as champions. It's sort of like we have Angry Titans in EU who are coming in. These guys are the reigning champions, but don't exactly look like it right now compared to how fearsome these top 6 teams are.
Yeah, Edison, almost the perfect play at the end there, by the way. It's like, what? Hacked away the Dragon Strike, multi-man EMP. I didn't expect Doha to then get 3 kills, and somehow MCD still stays alive. It's a little bit insane. And we missed it clutching at straws at the very end there, but still managed to make it work. A 2-0 on, a 2-1 on Busan. That's number 1 and 0 in the series so far. GC Busan wave, not looking too shaky though. It's now going to go into map sets and map types where their 3-3 or their 3-2-1 with the Sombra is going to help them a whole ton. We'll have to see how that goes down though. We're going to jump to a short break, guys. Do not go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back. Element Mystic versus GC Busan Wave. GC Busan Wave losing their namesake map in Busan. However, we are going on to King's Row as our next one. So it's going to be about Voskaya. Sorry, that's King's Row is the next one. My bad. So it is going to be about the Sombra with the goats once again. And we spoke about how Edison and the rest of the team were looking rather good last season around, and they are looking good this season too. It's sitting at a 2-1 scoreline. Can they actually win out against Element Mystic, who's starting to rev their engines up going into the later half of this season? I don't know, because Sparkle and Doha right now just absolutely pop.
Yeah, and if we think back to our previous sort of match on Volskaya, there was a lot of fire as well. We saw duels in the sky, and Sparkle seems more than happy just right now be flexing on his fire. His projectile DPS definitely doesn't leave much to be desired. He's doing a lot of work, and the same can be said of Doha on both Sombra and the Hanzo. We thought, okay, Doha is just... Why would they take him off Sombra? Well, apparently, to put him on Hanzo, he's just doing a huge amount of damage right there. MCD can flex over onto a Hog, but I imagine we will see him going back over to sort of like an Ana or a Zen, so he can take advantage of the long sight lines, especially Volskaya B has to offer as both an attacker and a defender due to the sort of like linear nature of a point now, which is sort of like a long line where you can lay down a lot of fire. That gives a lot of area for Anas and especially Zenyatta's as well to play with the charge shots and, of course, the long-range healing.
Yeah, well, Sky is a bit of an odd one. We did see a little bit of a very comp coming through from WGS last match. However, it was kind of, do you run DPS or do you run 3-3 into O2 Blast? You probably don't want to do the O2 Blast. You probably don't want to do the 3-3, so you're probably going to run DPS. And we'll see if the Element Mystic want to do the same kind of thing. Again, it might be in preparation for 2-2-2, the way that teams are going to be practicing. I mean, it's kind of odd to practice in officials, right? But technically they were running 2-2-2 a little bit during Busan. So again, it might give hints to how strong Element Mystic are going to be. And I think on the surface of it all, I think Element Mystic are going to be one of the strongest teams going into playoffs. Of course, if they make it, which is, there's still a chance they don't. But after just Busan's performance, they're looking pretty fire themselves. Plus, Harry, it's something that you talked about. They already got a lot of the hard matches out of the way. They got Runaway out of the way. They have Gen Chi out of the way as well. Oh no, O2 Blast, sorry, out of the way. So they got a little bit of an easier road ahead of them now.
Yeah, they've gone up against Gen G. They lost to them 2-3, unfortunately. On the last week, they are going to be going up against Fusion University, but both of those teams looking kind of shaky at 1 and 2. And we'll be heading over now to Volskaya Industries, of course, like we talked about. And I can't wait to see what kind of compositions we're going to be seeing. Would we rate Sparkle's Widowmaker? I think it's okay. I don't know if he'll be able to stand up as much, but you won't really need it as much if you're going to cause Sparkle to make a lot of sort of like, he's going to cause a lot of distress on a Widowmaker. That can give room for Doha to try and make that work, maybe. I'm not really sure. There are so many different combinations that can come out because of the flexibility that Doha and Sparkle offer that you're never really sure what you're going to see come out from the side of Element Mystic.
Here it is, jumping in the game. GC Busan on the offense first. We've got Element Mystic on the defense. And MCD has been rather impressive too. The amount of times he's just kind of checked Edison is a little bit ridiculous, to the point where Edison is probably a little bit annoyed with the amount of hooks that have been landing on him. In fact, it actually did cost them the round on Mecha Base. He was like, okay, I'm 1% to low. I EMP, it's going to be easy. Throws in the Translocator. MCD hooks him, insta-kills him on the Hog. And it's like, well, now we can't win the round because our EMP's dead and we haven't really got anything to follow up on, right? MCD now is on this Ana. Can he do the same thing? I don't know. Sleep darts onto the Sombra. It's not something that was unheard of, but they're not running a Hog at all. They're just running the solo DPS in Sparkle's Farah. No,
a different kind of 3-2-1.
No, yeah, no Sombra to be seen at all. A different kind of 3-2-1 exactly. Double main heal as well, so no defensive ult apart from that rally.
Oh, and speaking of which, we should really credit Hanbin as a flex, because he plays a lot of different things for Element Mystic, whether it's for Brigitte, or whether he wants to bring out the Wrecking Ball, or the D.Va, or the Xayah. Hanbin's a very flexible player, and he doesn't really get enough credit for it. He's definitely going to be a high-tier pickup for that flex spot in a 2-2-2 roster, because he's equally good at both D.Va and Xayah. For now, though, Alpha Yi is going to be contending with Sparkle in the sky, but he sees Alpha on the ground. He's going to take out his namesake. He's just going to farm it for a little bit of free ult charge. Edison's already dead. Damage boost at Rocket's dangerous, dudes.
What a beautiful shot there onto Daydream. Alpha Yi's going to go fairly low. Yeah, no, he doesn't. No, he can't take a double direct there from Sparkle. Otherwise, his Mercy has to go back to base. You're not going to be able to res in front of that either. A little bit of point presence, though, for GC Busan, so at least they're pressuring out.
Django as usual. Doha maybe wants to try and check him. He's going so low. They got around the shield, Jaws. It's not enough protection. Now Sparkle's got to go man mode if he wants to try and make this one work. He's got his eyes on so many low players. They're in the building and escaping.
They're still buying so much space and time, though. Like, this is perfect for Sparkle.
And 2 ticks.
I mean, ideally right now, they want to actually rotate to the point, though. I mean, you haven't got Sparkle, no. I mean, Alpha is going to have to... Sorry, Alpha in general is just going to have to get back to the point. A nice little pick off onto MCD. And that might just be it as Alpha ends up going down. Now they have very little point presence. It's going to be up to Harbin, who's going fairly low. Although I say that as once again, Element Mystic defy all odds. I thought Sparkle was doing a fantastic job of just keeping everybody near the spawn. But GC Busan at least take 2 ticks away.
Yeah, the clutch is there. Edison needs to escape using the Translocator, but he's too late. The headshot, and that gives Hanbin halfway charged to his mech. You can see that he was being pocketed there. Unique one to give him a damage boost, get that D.Va back in the action as soon as possible. And Django, you got to be careful, my boy. Don't feed over to this D.Va pistol, or you're going to be taking a lot of damage from that mech'd up woman. Now, we've got the combination of the DPS ultimates. Edison and Alpha Yi, EMP into Barrage could be a huge win condition here. Get rid of the defense matrix, get rid of the mitigation conditions, and this could be all yours.
A swift dive on the back line. Yeah, Field is instantly going to go down. Doha's going to be there as well. Translocate's out. Alpha is so close to that Primal Rage 2. He shouldn't really need to worry if he gets followed up on here by Ritz. Although still falling pretty low, he's able to scurry back to the rest of his team. All the meanwhile, though, Django was contesting the point, or at least trying to. Alpha is on a minuscule of HP, but it's going to be okay. And now Element Mystic have 6 ults, and GC Busan, they've already used mines that they don't have a self-destruct. They're going to have to hit a massive EMP to stop Sparkle doing all the damage he can.
And we've got to think long game here as well. Element Mystic with 6 ults means that GC Busan wave is very unlikely they're going to be able to get a clean fight here. That's going to mean that a snowball could be very unlikely, but an early pick onto Sparkle, that's exactly what you want. Nothing invested. There's the
self-destruct in disguise, though, and they can go for a free res almost. But he's still going to go down. EMP on the point for Doha, but Doha instantly falls to Alpha Yi, who was grounded the entire time. And now the snowball could come into effect. GC Busan win that out with a Valkyrie Mercy and a Nano Boost. And Element Mystic threw in 4 ults and didn't manage to get anything done. In fact, Alpha used his own as well. Alpha is going to be in spawn, Harry, but he's going to, you know, delay himself even more and feed up a lot more ult charge to the rest of the team and almost stagger himself at this point as well. Now Element Mystic going to have to...
I was talking about how they had no chance to really snowball here, but I didn't expect the GC Busan would be able to take that without using either of their offensive ultimates. They've got the EMP and the barrage still ready to go. They could just use that on MCD potentially. If you can hack Hanbin, then you can easily get rid of that. Edison's in the corner right now, just feeding back the information, allow Alpha to know exactly where everyone is. And you can even go for EMP into self-destruct. That'd make it easy. There's the EMP.
Oh, they're trying to chase Sparkle away, and they do just that. MCD is going to go down as well after he does, and top killing himself by accident on the shield. Doha claims the credit for his life. Self-destruct on the sidelines as well to potentially find the rematch. It was actually on the platform, but didn't end up finding anything. That would have been a highlight clip and a half as GC Busan stormed the point.
Look at all those mines as well. There's going to be so much difficulty trying to make this work. Forde gets his second kill on Sparkle.
Nano on the Farah. No way you're escaping this one, MCD. I'm afraid. 2 ticks make that 3. GC Busan, they cap rather rapidly after they capture first. And Snowball really coming into effect as we go into round number 2.
And it was so important there that Alpha made the deep dive. He got slept by Fielder. That meant he wasn't a factor in that first fight. You didn't have to use any ults to deal with him. You got an early pick onto Sparkle. Don't need to use any ults to deal with him. Don't need VMP to get him out of the sky. It was just such a clean fight on first. That was exactly what GC Busan needed to basically win 2 fights in a row. And Sparkle right now, they're really mastering this combo. It happened twice in a row. Alpha Yi hits a direct. He shouts out. Fielder is instantly there with a follow-up shot. The hit scan, aim down sights. It's just too much damage to deal with. Even with a pocket there, if you can deliver it fast enough, Sparkle's out of there. And they've been able to come up with this combination so quickly because they're like, okay, Sparkle was a problem in the last map. What do? We need to deal with this. We need to deal with this now. We just go... We don't need to hit 2 directs. We hit 1 direct and an nano shot. That's much easier. Is that jungle on the Farah? Oh my.
Yes. Alfie is on the sim too. Very good. Very good. I think the sim's just going to teleport though, and they're probably just going to go back to spawn. They're going to teleport Ritz up. Yeah, there we go. No sim today, unfortunately, guys.
Yeah.
Just going to make sure Ritz is on the high ground instead.
Thank you, Alfie. Very cool. Ritz will be forced at some point, though, to give up this high ground to go and contest the point, presumably, if Element Mystic can get there. And then he won't have a way back up. So GC Busan Wave are going to be looking to try and get early picks here to make sure that Ritz doesn't have to reposition. That is their primary condition for winning, or at least for having stronger defenses. If Ritz also uses his Fortify, you could see potentially Hanbin going in to try and knock him down. And of course, we are going to be looking for Holt hooks as well from the side of Element Mystic. Yep, he's down. Okay, not the strong position that he wanted anymore. He could be a lot easier to overrun now, especially with the huge amount of shield pressure that comes out from a damage boost to Farah and a Hamzah.
Alpha's on the Tracer, which is going to be there primarily to annoy MCD and Alpha. Nice little sleep onto MCD on the side. Doha is going to go down. Looked like a hack onto him. And then mixed with a couple of rockets. He's trying to go for the duel in midair with Sparkle currently. Alpha is going to fall as well. Element Mystic looks like it's going to be a little bit of a dry push here. A lot of ults being built up though. Especially Alpha Yi, who's going to be able to pummel these tanks so readily and so easily. And now Element Mystic don't really have much built up for themselves. It's all going to be GC Busan once again, building up to the CMP, 1 use, 1 team fight win, and then you move on to next.
And Alpha you can take his time and stalk around to try and get a stick onto Doha. There's not much that will be able to save him. There's no projected barrier from Azaya. Maybe it could be eaten up, but Hanbin's actually swapped over now, no longer playing on that Diva. Instead, he's going to be on the Brigade. It's going to be better to check Edison and Alpha Yi, but he can also be stuck. He can be very vulnerable, and Unique's down. That means Sparkle's going to be dead as well. In short order, once again, it's Fielder with the damage boost.
There it is. What do you do against that? You're like, well, Mercy's dead. Well, we go again. At least it's a quick fight, and you're not giving up too much ult charge as well, but it's not like GC Busan actually need it at this point. Supercharge is one of the furthest things away. Daydream's going to have his Valkyrie online rather shortly, I can imagine.
Edison looking for this EMP. He wants to drop Sparkle out of the sky once again. It could be so good for him. He can just EMP here, then you can get a quick stick with a pulse on. That would be a very rare combination, if I have to say so. They are going to have Alpha revealed, however, there's the EMP.
MCD, Doha, Habin all get hacked. Jungle is going to go down, though, to Doha's swift arrows. Element Mystic still moving forward and potentially can get a resurrection. Daydream ends up going down. Now Unique, controlling the skies on his ult, is going to use that resurrection on Habin to get back on the point. All the meanwhile, though, Doha got torn to shreds. As Supercharger doing so much work for GC Busan. But still, the pressure advantage definitely Element Mystic's favor. Doha coming back as well with the Dragons.
Ritz can't go on to the point right now. He doesn't have the shield pressure to do it. He does have a hacked health pack behind him, though. That's going to give him a lot of sustain. As Jungle wants to try and re-enter here, he can get himself a barrage from behind, maybe coming in from the spawn. Unique's dead. No second chances, Jaws.
Again, he goes down, but they end up trading Mercies and trading Fire. So Fire and Mercy combo's now down. Element Mystic still haven't gained a tick onto the point. Nice little hold onto Rook. There, yeah, they're insta-kill. Goodbye. Ritz instantly goes down. Hook straight into the kill. And now they finally get some time on the board. One tick has been acquired. I can imagine this is just going to be a full cap as Forde and Edison fall. GC Busan hold on for a fair amount of time here, but Element Mystic is still going to have about 5 minutes for their second attack.
Very effective little bunker going on in the corner with that mini. We saw MCD hiding within it because he knew he couldn't heal himself up while that whole hog was active. Needs to give himself a cover instead. Sparkle halted in, taking a lot of damage from that. Needs for backup of Unique, who has now joined him. Edison's below him, looking for that EMP. Wants to drag him out of the sky and then allow Alfie to do what he wants.
Nice little EMP.
There's a pulse
no
bomb.
Bomb available. Pulse bomb EMP. Easy game. Even ouch. Okay, 3 people dead. Hang on a second. Sparkle in the back line kills
What?
2. Doha's going to get 1 as well. Riggs is going to get 1, but is it going to be enough? Element Mystic, they get EMP'd, and it looks almost certainly in GC Busan's favor. But Doha once again on the hand zone, controlling the tempo of this game.
Too many lost though, Jaws. Still assault. There's still going to be all those spawners coming back. Doha's got himself a Dragon Strike now to try and facilitate the next attack, and Jungkook has swapped over. He's going over onto the hog now. How many heroes can this man play is the question. The Supercharger will be so important for repelling any incoming damage as they open up with the Supercharger and the Dragon Strike.
Nice little wall leap. Edison gets shaked on the sidelines, and they're now on the point. Alfie is going to get nanoed, but can't get any damage out as that rally's coming through from Element Mystic. A beautiful hook into the pool, but MCD's got a better hook in this situation. Alfie and Sparkle do end up trading, but an easy resurrection for Element Mystic. They got 2 ticks already on board, and GC Busan, it's up to them to get back to the point. Ritz isn't going to provide shield pressure now. He's long gone. Round 2 complete. As Element Mystic get a premium on the time bank over GC Busan Wave.
I'm a big fan of the MCD hog. I don't know about you, Jaws. Look at that. There's only about 7 seconds between them right now. Slightly faster were GC Busan Wave, so not missed it. They got to go again, and they've got to try and learn from their mistakes. Definitely a lot of their time was lost on first point. The same could be said as well, though, for GC Busan Wave. There were some good snowballs coming through. And once again, just like on downtown, it was all about Doha just clutching up on that Hanzo, but like, okay, you may have killed my team, but I still have a bow and a dream. Going full Olympic archery.
Yeah, it's game time. It turns on as soon as that no, I was going to say OT, but, you know, it turns on as soon as Alfie gets a double kill with a pulse bomb, right? You're like, well, time to actually come online, time to start clicking heads.
Gets
and
a strong
because
vengeance buff.
I mean, yeah, well, at the end of the day, because you are killing people in that capacity, like Sparkle got a double, then Doha got a double, you're like, wow, okay, so it's definitely lost initially because our spawners take way longer to actually get back to like fighting range. But the issue is for GC Busan, they can't actually set up without taking a massive amount of damage, and it just creates so much pressure for Element Mystic to ride off of. And
not only that, because they had to swap over onto the Wrecking Ball to try and get back, it means that they had to give up ultimate charge to go back to the composition that they wanted in particular, like bringing back that Roadhog is so far away from the whole hog. Once again, Riz is going to be positioned up top. They're going to be trying to dislodge him, and there it goes. The second that that is broken, you know he wants to get out of there. Doha for now is going to be checking on Edison. He's going to use that Sonic arrow to reveal the Stealth Sombra. Now it's all about doing damage to Ritz. Remove the point presence, and already Alfie uses the recall.
Man, Doha's so good on the Hanzo, it's actually a little bit insane. His hit accuracy is a little bit nuts. Nice little turnaround there on Ritz. He didn't stand a chance. Neither did Edison. That'll be Element Mystic. Unless there comes some sort of miracle here by Jungkook, but I don't think so. Doha has him pretty checked in the sky. Same with Daydream. A nice couple of Storm Arrow shots will seal the deal. And Element Mystic capping first, rolling on to second with Dragons in tow.
Okay, best Sombra in the world 10. Hanzo specialist, who is Doha right now. He's got the Dragon Shot, like you said, it's ready to go. And that's so impressively important against Orisa, because Orisa's a very static main tank. The second they put down that shield, they're sort of stuck behind it unless they want to invest their Fortify to get out of the way. And when you're stuck behind that, you're stuck in the path of the Dragon Strike.
Beautiful Dragon Strike, but instantly they were able to clear out. The idea there with the Dragon Strike is to get a bit of space for that resurrection, but you have to just corral people into it. Alfie's on a Hanzo of his own. Can't quite take out Sparkle almost instantly there with a Storm Arrows. And Element Mystic still coming out of space. Jungo is going to go down. Beautiful hook in the back line once again. Fielder ends up falling. MCD with a beautiful hooks coming through. Element Mystic storming the point. Have got everything at their backs. Double support ults going off as well. It's all up to Daydream. He's got the Amp Matrix, but he's going to have little to no follow-up.
Yeah, he's going to need to try and bring this one in. No one can get on the point thanks to the whole Hog Jaws. He had the Amp Matrix, but he's just saving it for next round.
Man, I love the Baptiste change, though. I don't think it's bad at all, especially on this point. And when you know Doha's near ult, and you can hide the Amp Matrix around the corner for the rest of your team. But the issue was, I think GC Busan's setup there on the defense was a little bit awkward. Like, you had someone in the corner, you had the Orisa in the corner. It's like, okay, so she can't be killed unless someone kills a shield. But then you're not holding, and the only reason why they're there is because the Dragon Strike initially. So you're not even using the Amp Matrix to stop all the damage and then put the Orisa on your side of the map near the water. Like, I don't know. It seemed like a little bit of a breakdown in communication, not using the Baptiste Immortality field as early as he maybe should have done when he was expecting the Dragon Strike to come out early. And then you're going to have it up in time. By the time there's another ultimate online for Element Mystic because the initial fight was so quick. GC Busan now 3 minutes and 45 seconds, sorry. Element Mystic with kind of a 112 pace going into that last round.
Yeah, we've also got to give credit there to Hanbin for taking away a huge win condition for GC Busan Wave. They knew that the fight on point was going to happen, and they had a huge advantage on Superchargers. So the second they put that down, you just see Hanbin pop the rally and he goes full YOLO. He's just swinging at that supercharger because he's the only one who can penetrate the shield. He's the only one who can swing through that and not have to go basically inside the shield and into the midst of GC Busan Wave to make it work. Sparkle's taken so much damage already, dude. Probably a shot from Ritz combined with a shot from Fielder. Unfortunately, body shots both. Me and Vidya is going to survive this one. Now he wants to duel out with Alpha Yi in the sky. No double direct this time as Unique is behind him.
They have the Wrecking Ball this time around on GC Busan. I mean,
so aggressive.
At the end of the day, you want to be able to get onto the point and cause point pressure like they did before. Doha is going to get caught out on the sidelines. MCD as well. Element Mystic, apparently no one can defend on this map because Element Mystic's defense is kind of falling apart around them. It's going to be up to Sparkle once again to try and clutch this one out, but he doesn't have Doha at his back. The hit scan of the left click coming through from Fielder instantly takes it out. GC Busan Wave, once again, at the point rather swiftly. Element Mystic still with the chance to defend though.
And we needed to see more from MCD, what Fielder's doing. Sparkle's hitting a lot of directs here, but never in close enough proximity that he can guarantee the kill. They need that extra shot from Rihanna that guarantees the kill onto the Pharaoh. Because then guess what? Daydream, he's stuck in enemy territory as a Mercy. He's going to be an easy pick and you can win out that defense. Edison's almost got himself an EMP. This could be what ends the map here, or at least ends this personal attack for GC Busan Wave. They're making good time. They're about 30 seconds away.
EMP instantly comes out already though. Daydream has fallen. Nano boost onto Edison. He's doing a whole bunch of damage at close range. No way you're going to survive that if you're Habin. Alfie finds a triple kill of his own. GC Busan Wave now bundling onto the point. Make that a quad kill for Alpha Yi. Earned himself an ultimate as well. 2 minutes and 35 seconds ticking down, but GC Busan Wave have 2 points on the board.
A tale of two barrages right now. Alpha's going to have to sacrifice his body to make it work as Alpha Yi's still looking for barrage, but he's dead.
Sparkle ends up getting the 2 direct hits, and Alpha just gets resurrected, and now Sparkle in the back line ends the life Edison so quickly. A defense matrix and a body block from Unique in order to make sure he stays alive. Sparkle comes back big for Element Mystic when it looks lost. 2 minutes remains now for GC Busan, and they're going to be able to build up another EMP in that time.
Sometimes you just need to go ahead and hit the double direct, show Alpha Yi who's boss after a quad kill. No one embarrasses Sparkle, and Alphaved did such a good job of just sacrificing himself on the point. He had to buy every single second that Sparkle needed with flesh and blood, and now he's ready to take it all back. He's angry at the sacrifice he made. The Primal Rage is good to go. Alpha Yee's already hit himself one onto Unique. If he can hit a second, there's the repair pack.
What an amazing aerial duel! Jungkook sends himself up in the air. Unique ends up going down with the help of Edison. And now, GC Busan, front foot forward. Alpha Yee gets resurrected as well and has the ultimate online. Jungkook can now just try and duel out with his D.Va and get the mines on the point.
And they've got that hacked health pack. They've got so much presence. Edison's ready to go with the EMP, but he slept!
Oh, Alpha Yee gets slept mid-barrage. He got one kill, though, and that's all that might matter for the side of GC Busan, who only need one tick on the board. Unique comes back in, but no one was there to touch the point. Alpha Yee got hacked, so he couldn't jump on in. And GC Busan Wave end up capping second. Looks like we're going the full distance, 4-4, with still time in the bank for both teams.
Mate, what was that aerial attack from Jungkook? And then it was Edison who got the killing blow as well. Like, one of the good things about GC Busan Wave right now is that they don't consider the Pharmacy duel a Pharmacy duel. It's the team versus Pharmacy. Whereas Element Mystic, it looks like they consider the Pharmacy just a Pharmacy duel. Like, if Alpha Yee's going to die, it's going to be Sparkle getting a direct hit, right? Whereas on GC Busan Wave, sure, Sparkle gets direct hit once, but Edison's plinking away. Jungkook's gone up in the air somehow. Fielder's looking for it as well, and Ritz is diving up into the air. It's everyone versus the Pharmacy. They'll deal with the rest later. Right now, that's not their concern. And the way that they're handling the Pharmacy duels, I think, is really setting them apart right now. And it's making them look dominant in those particular duels, but still, the clutch power on Element Mystic is a lot to overcome.
There it is. Element Mystic's turned a chance to defend once again.
What is that jump?
Hey, he's just jumping into the wall, man, you know.
It's getting a lot of like, he's a big guy when it comes to Wrecking Ball.
I think it's because it's not a direct 90-degree angle. I think because there's like a small ramp, you can use your momentum to get up to it. But I'm not entirely sure. I'm not completely versed in minuscule Wrecking Ball mechanics. Jungkook definitely is, though. As he does find Doha. Gonna go to the 1v1, but just roll away in the end. Again, Sparkle just devastating the backline. Fielder instantly taken out as Alpha jumps on his face.
And finding Doha there is important. You got to remember that GC Busan Wave took the first point very quickly last time by being able to just make a dive onto Doha. The last dregs of them are going to get cleaned up here. Doesn't like they're going to be around for long. Bar some miracle from Alpha Yee, but no, straight to the grave. There's a slept D.Va. Not going to be around for long.
Could be stagger here,
maybe. Ah, no, he's got
unlucky.
That will mean that there is a lot of ultimate charge that goes over to Fielder in his favor. Jungkook stopping his momentum just in time, not going over the edge, and he still wants to pressure out this point, but he doesn't really have. He does have hacked health packs though. This could be great for him.
He does, but he is slept on the side.
Maybe they can knock him off.
I don't think it's tall enough. No, and he has grapple as well. It's not too much of a problem. Point is being capped. GC Busan now in OT. Element Mystic find the first pick. It's going to be Daydream, and it's a big one. Bio Grenade comes out as well. Doesn't hit all of anybody, but Sparkle just popping off. Insta-kill onto Jungkook. OT ticks through. GC Busan Wave. They're going to get halted on first without a tick. And now it's up to Element Mystic to claim match point in the series. They need 33% on point A, and they need to do it in 2 minutes.
Unfortunately, right now, for GC Busan Wave, every fight is winnable. Tactic of Envy does not ring true. There is no winnable scenario here. They're playing for the draw. 2 minutes and 18 seconds stands between them and the best case scenario of going into the half 1-0 down against Element Mystic and perhaps creating a de facto best of 3 in our 4-map set. I wonder if they're going to bring out anything new to try and do it. Likely they'll just bring Ritz out with the TP again, put him on that central pavilion, the upper bunker. But he's very quickly dislodged. I like to see maybe something a little bit different. And this could be it, Jaws. I'm surprised to see no mercy with this one, though.
Yeah, I don't know about the no mercy. You do get the damage boost plus the res. I mean, you have Ana to stop the potential dives on something like this. So you'd have the Bio Grenade, for example. But double turrets, as Alpha Yee is on the Torb. If you want a full hold, double shield, double turret, that is definitely one way to do it.
This right here is full cozy house, but you got to remember, Daydream, Fielder, Jungkook, and Ritz at some point, as well as Alpha Yee, none of them are going to have knockback protection. So if they are in this particular area, it's very likely that Sparkle may be able to get some environmental kills. Edison, however, while he's in Sentry mode, cannot be knocked off, so that's a saving grace for him. Element Mystic once again run out. They've got the 2 tanks, they've got 2 supports, and they've got 2 DPS. Would you look at that? It's a legal comp.
2-2-2. Same with GC Busan, to be fair. They got 2-2-2 as well. Not brand new Brig, though, on the side of Element Mystic. Kind of looking forward to see how that actually plays out. I played a little bit myself. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a big hook. No,
goodbye.
No res.
Edison dead, and would you look at that? No mercy, no res. Double shield ain't going to survive long now, unfortunately. Element Mystic just running through the competition. GC Busan Wave have to get on point now, but they don't manage to touch in time. And what was a blink of an eye, Element Mystic and gonna secure Voskaya. 5-4 is the scoreline, and match points in the series. You see that shield getting removed there by Sparkle. He boots Jungkook down. I am very surprised, by the way, to not see Edison just hold up behind Rich's shield, which can't get moved. That seems like a bit of an odd setup for GC Busan Wave. But Element Mystic with that map win, Harry. Another map score, like this could be another 4-0. We're very, very much heading towards another 4-0 of the day.
Yeah, we talk about how they heat up over the course of the season. It looks like right now they are feeling hot. Sparkle and Alfie are both on fire. But Sparkle just winning it out a little bit more.
Kings Row is going to be our next map as well. Do not go anywhere, guys. We'll join you after the break.